I think one of the problems in implementation is that we have divided up our governments, we have divided up our academia, we have divided up our experts in different disciplines, in different areas of expertise. And you cannot deliver on the whole umbrella framework of sustainable development while working separately.
One of the interesting tools to integrate them at the international level is to shine more attention to what the local actors are actually doing. Because here, climate change and sustainable development are not two different things. They're taking the garbage away, or they're building houses, or they're creating transportation. They're much more concrete, actionable things. And that helps us bring these two very big international agendas together. So I think in the international realm, we often get ourselves a bit confused because we have different international agreements for different purposes. And so on one side we have climate change, on the other side we have sustainable development. But if you look on the ground at what people are actually doing in businesses, in cities, in governments, in communities around the world, we actually see these are not different problems, they're actually the same problem.
We must also not fool ourselves that it's all about synergies and win-win solutions, but an important step will also be, or a prerequisite, if you will, to harness the synergies will be to identify the trade-offs that are also clearly there.
For example, there's a goal in the 2030 agenda which talks about energy for all. Now, if you really want to make that at the economically most feasible, and I'm not talking about the full cost, but just primary cost, certainly coal is the cheapest source of energy today. So you would say the 2030 agenda would then promote a coal-based economy, energy economy, but that certainly is in conflict with Goal 13, which is all about climate stability. It would actually also be in conflict with food security and water security.
I think the biggest trade-offs is really between the ecological and the social dimension, to really provide for policies that save our planet as well as foster social justice. So these are at a very abstract and high level very critical trade-offs, and these boil down to very concrete thematic areas when you look on the ground between saving natural resources and at the same time foster development and make a social and fair development for all.
I see certain synergy, in particular in spite of the Kyoto Protocol. But Paris Agreement and mechanism of sustainable development with Article 6 of the Paris Agreement, and one of the crucial topics now in Bonn in negotiations, is not completely market. Without social co-benefits, without ecological co-benefits, I think no one project could be adopted. It's more spirit and trend. However, the spirit and trend is accepted.
For example, as an expert in energy and climate issues, I have to look how to integrate sustainable development goals. We have to learn it. So it's maybe our own thinking there. So too often we are looking only at some points, maybe only energy and climate, or maybe only the social issue. And to bring all these issues together, that is a process of maybe some years. But more and more, it's in our head. And so, yes, I'm optimistic.